Welcome to the fifth and final video in this series where we've been addressing the 5 common questions about porn addiction you need the answers to. Hi, I'm Kirsten D. Samuel, Betrayal Recovery Coach. If you're struggling with any of these questions or some others, please feel free to schedule a free Let Me Help You Breathe session. You can go to bit.ly, it's bit.ly/free-initial, or simply click the link in the show notes below. Are you ready? Let's dive into our final question. What's the difference between temptation and acting out? This is a great question. They've all been really good, but I really love to dive into this one. Understanding the difference between temptation and acting out is crucial in the context of addiction recovery. We're going to define these two words, temptation and acting out. Temptation refers to the desire or urge to engage in the addictive behavior. Acting out involves actually giving in to that temptation. When it comes to life, you face many temptations throughout your day. Did you not sleep well? You might be tempted to turn off your alarm, roll over, and sleep until you wake up. But you have an important meeting, so you drag yourself out of bed without hitting that snooze button. When your husband hears about your temptation to sleep in, how do you think he'll respond to the action you took? Well, how would you respond? For some reason, when it comes to addiction recovery, you and I change the definition of temptation. In the Lord's Prayer, you and I recite, "Don't let us yield to temptation." God knows you face temptation, but He provides a way through that temptation without having to give in to it. Triggers come with any addictive behaviors. Anytime a person uses something to medicate the emotional or mental pain instead of facing the issue and getting to the root of it, you and I develop triggers and responses to those triggers. Recovery allows you to put strategies into place to recognize the trigger and face the temptation, but not succumb to taking action on that temptation. When someone equates temptation with still being an addict, that person deepens the guilt and shame that the struggler feels. How would you like your best friend to respond to you when you confess that today you got triggered? When Dave and I learned and applied understanding, compassion, grace, humility, forgiveness, respect, and love toward each other, we rebuilt trust. He's experienced victory over his temptations, and I have developed a stronger empathy muscle. I experienced loving support during depressive episodes, and he recognized my struggles weren't his fault. We both had issues to be resolved, and we had these to resolve them together. Well, if you haven't had a chance to watch all 5 of these videos, I encourage you to watch them, and then ask yourself a couple of questions. Where did you get stuck? What's keeping you from growing in your understanding and empathy related to one of those questions? Talking about recovery from discovering your husband's porn addiction feels weighty because it is. But from personal experience, I know you can recover, and I'd love to show you how. Just click that link in the show notes below, or you can go to bit.ly/free-initial. Every person recovers uniquely from addictive behavior. That might be why it's so hard to be the spouse of the one struggling with porn. You can't change their mindset. You can't heal their wounds or fix their behavior. Only the person struggling can choose to heal or not. But his recovery is not only possible, but also probable if he receives the support he needs and does the personal work. More than anything, I want you to remember that your journey is unique, but with the right support, positive change is not only possible, but probable for you and for him. Thanks for listening to this series. I look forward to talking with you again soon.